Hello and welcome to Math Game Kits with Tammy. This game is called Must, May, Not. And what it is you're making a target number out of an equation. And you have these programmable dice. They're just wood blocks with different numbers on it. Notice that the orange ones have 1, 2s, 3s, and 0s. The green ones have 4, 5s, and 6s. The black ones have 7, 8s, and 9s. The turquoise ones have multiplication and division. The red ones have addition and subtraction. And the purple ones have powers and square roots. If the level is beginner, then you can take out the harder numbers or the harder operations and just play with the ones that are easier. A real simple version of this game is after you roll the die, I like to separate them into their colors so that you can see what's there. And the first player simply makes a target number. Let's say the target number is 12. So they put that number right there. You can make the target number with 1 cube, 2 cubes, or 3 cubes. You may also want to get your timer out that's in your kit. Then the first player makes the target and the next player gets to put 1 in there. Let's suppose they're thinking of 6 times 2 equals 12. So they're going to put a 6 in there and they're going to say you must use the 6, you may use the 6, or you cannot use this 6. Now if there's another 6, it depends on where that cube is placed, whether or not it can be used. But if you put this one here, then that means you cannot use that cube in your equation for the target answer. Now the goal of the game is to get one more cube to be able to hit the target using one more cube in all of the cubes that have been placed in the must. You may use the ones placed in this category and you cannot use the cubes here. So let's say the next player, it's their turn, and they place a 9 in the must. Well, now that changes what this person was thinking. Let's say on their scratch pad in secret, they had 6 times 2 equals 12. They weren't going to use this 6, but they were going to use the other 6. Well, now they have to use a 9. So now they have to refigure. Maybe 9 plus 3 equals 12. Well, that means they already have the 9. So you might put a dot underneath it, meaning that one's already on the board and in play and you have to use it. Now they don't want to put a plus or a 3 in there because then the next person can say, I have it with one more cube. So they might put, instead of a 3, maybe they want to use, you have to use a 2 now. Okay, well they still can make this. Maybe now he says, okay, I'm going to do 9 plus 1. And notice there's 2 plus signs over here that can be used that rolled up, so he's still okay. Now the next person says you may not use a power. Maybe they're young and they're not sure how to use it, so they don't even want someone to throw that into the factor. The next person may say you can't use a square root. And the next person says you may use a 1. Now notice how this is coming into play. Now all we need, if the other person puts 1 positive sign in their addition sign, then bam, they can say I have it. And let's say the other person accidentally puts 1 in, then they say I've got it with one more cube. And they circle the equation on their paper and then they show 9 plus 2, and they're using all the ones in the must, and plus, here's my one more cube, 1 more equals 12. Bam, and they would win. If you win, you get 2 points if you make the equation with 1 more cube. If you accidentally say I have it but you don't, the other person gets 2 points. If you say it's impossible with all the cubes that are left and what's been placed in here, then you can turn the timer over and the other person has till the timer runs out to come up with a solution using any of the cubes in must and may and any of the cubes here. If they win, they get 2 points. Okay, so that is how you play Must May Not. It is based on a game called Equations that I played when I was just a kid. We had tournament style. That game has a lot more rules, but oh, it's so challenging and it grows with you. This is definitely mental math for algebra, and we learned it in middle school for pre-algebra, and it just really made us all love math and made us mental thinkers. Have a good day, and I hope you've enjoyed your Math Kit tutor games.